Okay, so one of the main questions that I get is dimensions. Will this fit in my home? The nice thing about this unit, it is only 24 wide at the wheelbase. Obviously, depending on the size of the end user, we could be wider with the arms and the seat, but typically we're more narrow. So 24 wide will fit through most doorways. Most doorways are 28 or 32 inch wide. We had talked a little bit about the turning radius, so it's super tight. So it'll turn around right on a dime. Overall length is 32.5 inches. Obviously not taking into account our foot plates and where they are. So if you're tilted or your legs are elevated a little bit, that'll obviously increase your footprint. So you might, in navigating tight places, want to take the foot plates down, take the chair out of tilt to kind of minimize the overall footprint of the chair. One thing that does come up quite often is, how do I transport this? Obviously, this is a great unit. It does a lot for body systems, for pressure relief. One thing we've included on our units are standard transit hooks. So this will allow you to take any of the bus systems, light rail, van tran for veterans, the DAV. They all have van setups and ways to be able to transport these chairs. Chair itself, as you see it with the eye-level technology, the seat elevator, all of the seating functions, fully loaded, is about 440 pounds. It can go down from there depending on what functions you have, especially if you take out the elevate. It can get lighter. Most vehicles were limited in a couple of ways. One, what we call tongue weight. So if you have a small Toyota Camry, the tongue weight's going to be about 200 pounds. There's no way we'll be able to transport a chair like this. What you'll want to do is look at a converted van is the gold standard, where you can just drive in. The chair will be secured either with straps on the transit hooks or with what we call an easy lock device that basically goes right underneath the unit here and kind of comes up out of the base. It's a little pin that sticks down. When you go into your van, the van has a fork and it's basically going to connect, lock in the chair, and allow you to drive with no problems in a converted van. Additionally, I have people that utilize ramps. They're stowable ramps. They fold up, usually between 6 and 8 feet long. Run the chair without the end user in the chair up into the back of a van or a truck for transport. That is something I see quite often. Vehicle lifts, like I said, a lot of the vehicles just aren't made to support the weight of a complex power chair. The lift itself typically weighs from 75 to 100 pounds, so you have to count that in there. We're seeing trucks, some of the larger SUVs with sport packages, towing packages will have an additional tongue weight. Those might be able to transport the chair, but before you purchase any vehicle, definitely check with your dealer that's providing you the chair, and they will work with the lift manufacturers and kind of tell you, hey, you know what, this will work in this situation or it won't. I've had many people go out, go to the car dealership, purchase a new vehicle, and their salesperson at the car place, oh yeah, that'll work with anything. No. Now they have a 2017 beautiful vehicle that will not transport their power chair, and they don't want to trade it in because of the depreciation and all of that. So those are some factors to consider with transporting, but the nice thing is there's typically a way. I know some ALS patients have found that the local transport companies are actually doing transportation at a very reduced rate, but just check in depending on your area and call around and see if there's some ways that you can transport your chair.